Welcome back to more Minecraft. Normally I'd be playing some more Blorgle tonight, but I decided that no, tonight is a night for Minecraft. I wanted to craft some mines. I wanted to do that goodness. The light just penetrates right through the beard. Only on stream. Anywho, yeah, I'm looking to relax and craft some mines, maybe do some more dig hole, as Kev would say. I want to get that 2 chests full of what is it? Deep slate. Hello, Sspacepickle. Hello. I'm gonna get those 2 chests full of deep slate, and then maybe go back and work more on the pagoda. Maybe just do something else. Who knows? Who knows? But I've got my coffee. It's so good. It's so good. Sspacepickle says I found 2 geodes under my hill house / trade hall. That's nice. I still haven't found a single geode. Of course, all of my areas, I think, are... Wait, under your hill house, that was pre 1.17, right? How did that happen? Maybe below the level that... so below... So I could find a geode underneath my sandstone sanctuary, is what you're saying. Neat. All right. Sspacepickle says the one I'm in right now is right on the very bottom, right before the new level of bedrock. Right. Nice. Well, let's play. Let's have a game. Let's play. Here we are, and of course Sspacepickle is on. Where are we at as far as our... Is there... Oh wait, no, it's Sspacepickle. If you'll notice, Sspacepickle, I have a bed on me. You may notice this. So I've already emptied my... I think I'll have to shulker at your house, which is fine. You can have it if you're... it's called bed box. You know what I did do is I have a... I don't see one. I don't know where you would have left it. Maybe in the basement. I did collect all the beds you'd left last time, which I was in a bad mood when I hopped online and that happened, and yeah, that didn't help. So let's go see. So what I did do though was collect all of the beds. I did not put them in lava. That would be a waste, and you know I don't like to waste things even when they're not real and they're just in the digital game. So you know I don't like to waste. So what I did is I over here in my storage zone, like all of the... What does this sign say? A bet... Oh, I didn't get rid of this sign. I got rid of the bed, but not the sign. So I took them all off the walls and I put them in a bed chest. Also, I did expand my item frames here a bit from doing that. So there's a few in here. So when I need to bedify a village, I don't even need to go looking for wool. Very nice, though the lack of order hurts me a little. That's fine. It's fine, because as I use up and refill, they get repurposed. Like we have our deep slate here. That's the first deep slate, and that's full. And here's our second deep slate right next to the pufferfish, and it's getting close to full. I haven't even started. I don't think I've even started digging through level 0 yet. I think I'm still digging through level 1. So now if there's a shulker chest somewhere else in here full of beds, I'll probably end up... What's your mining strategy? Just clearing? So if I was... So I was tempted to just follow the veins of that used to be bedrock, but it's less veins and more everything. So in order to not go completely off the rails as far as the width and the dimensions of the mine itself, I am keeping myself to just going down the bits, the lanes that I've created, and doing one to the left, one to the right, so that I stay within the bounds of the mine and make actual progression downward. Otherwise, there's so very much of it. Like, I will never want for this stuff. Never ever. I have no idea where I left off, though. So that's a thing. Yeah, at one point I started just meandering. Deep Slate will look so good in builds. Yeah, I'm so excited to use Deep Slate in builds. So excited. But like this, I'm standing at level 1. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm standing at level 1. Right? Yeah, 1. So this below us, this is gonna be literally all Deep Slate. Every bit of it is all Deep Slate because it's level 0, right? And that used to be all bedrock. And you can see here I've left a bunch in the walls because while the temptation froze, Are we back? Are we back? Yes. Okay. The refresh wasn't necessary. That was on Glimish's side. Sspacepickle. That was 100% on Glimish's side. I got disconnected and reconnected. Now they are. Oops. What do you say after you're excited to build? This is where I could have gone off the rails into the side. And level 0 is just. It's all Deep Slate. So. Literally all of it. Oh, I did not finish level 1. So yeah, Glimish has been adding WebRTC. Their tests seem to have introduced a little bit of not instability. Yeah, a little bit of instability into the main oops. Into the FTL and RTMP streams. Because it's also, they're working on on trying to use as the same backend for everything, which will work, but because they're tooling around with it, and there's, so it's, I think that's also what caused the frame drops the other night with the Blorgoglarbles. I think that's what caused that, and I don't know why I got frustrated with that game as well. Remember when I said I was ready to be done? I don't know why I was ready to be done. I'm enjoying that game, but boy, it's like it wasn't like I had an attack of snipers gaming ADD. It was just I kind of didn't want to be playing that right then, and it happens. I know it happens to everybody, but I think it's been a while since I've experienced that, so it took me a little bit off guard. So I'm definitely excited to build stuff with the Deep Slate, 100%. Yeah, I've definitely started a game and then been like, I don't want to be doing this right now. Right, exactly. That's what it felt like. But I was also mad at myself because, I'm streaming. I don't do the gaming ADD thing, that's definitely not a Skippy way to do thing. I hyper focus. It's the other end. So I decided today, because I have had it's kind of a tiring day. A tiring day with a shocking lack of productivity at work. But still a tiring day nonetheless, though. I went through, so the doorbell saga continues. it's not a bad thing. Well, there is a bad part of it. So the wires, the doorbell wires themselves are really old and very, very stiff. They don't want to easily bend, and they're ancient. They still conduct. They still work. The copper's still good. The copper isn't even tarnished, I found out. It was actually well taken care of inside the siding of the house. So as far on the doorbell side, it was good. But the installer, had screwed admittedly very stiff wires in just barely, and they were contacting each other. They were shorting, which doesn't work. That doesn't work. Yeah, that's not great, right? Luckily, I'm not sure how he determined that there was voltage coming to it, because I got my my barely used multimeter out, and there was no voltage on that line, AC or DC. Now I've learned that doorbells are supposed to have AC power to them, low voltage AC, but still AC. So all right, so now I know what to test for. Good. I took the screws, I unhooked it. It needed charging anyway because it hasn't been hooked up to the lines. It's a battery model. So if you're not hooking it up to any doorbell wires, you periodically have to charge it via the video doorbell via USB-C. So I did that. Yeah, it's called the Nest Pro, or the Nest Battery Pro Edition. So it's got a big old honking battery in it. Thanks for translating your finger fart. Oh yeah. Well, WHJAT has also been, the finger farts also. Oh my god, there's a whole nother layer. Yeah. Oh, wait, this is layer 0. So layer -1 is also deep slate. Okay, good to know. Or has a lot of deep slate in it. So so basically it's meant for power outages or just full-blown wireless usage. It has a way to disconnect it that's pretty easy and doesn't damage anything. Disconnected from the mount that's mounted to the siding and the wall. Very, like, it's built in. It's done intelligently. In fact, it's designed so well. I credit Nest with this, not really Google, but before the purchase, it's designed so well. It comes with little wire adapters that are meant to use with old, stiff, uncooperative doorbell wire, so that you don't find yourself having to rewire simply to make the wire do what it's supposed to do. Look, I will show them to you right now. They are right here. On one end, you stick the uncooperative wire in there and it clamps on. It's got a contact gripper inside. They're meant to be separated before you install them. You put the wire in there. It's got a pressure-based contact gripper to hold it in place and to make contact with the copper wire. On the other side, you have the metallic U-shape. Those go around the screws. Those go around the screws and ensure good contact. Whereas if you have stiff wire, curling it around this tiny-ass screws is very difficult and painful, I say from experience. Very nice. I found something similar with Eufy. Not mad about it outside their weird issues in the news. Those are the same connections for the old Atari. Yeah, I have one for the ColecoVision. These are much smaller because the screws are much smaller. And that's where the bad side comes in. So I was adjusting the screws to try to get the copper wires around it because I didn't know where this was yet. I hadn't found this yet. And I dropped a screw, a tiny ass non-magnetic screw. It bounced off the porch into the landscaping. And anyone with a house that has ever had any landscaping where you're trying to find a tiny ass screw, you know that that is now gone forever. You're not finding that, especially since it's not magnetic. Right, that is happening to you. I know, it's happening to everybody, Sspacepickle. That is gonna go mix with the dirt and probably be preserved for a couple hundred years before it deteriorates, because it seems to be aluminum. That's my guess, because it's completely non-magnetic, non-ferrous, whatever. Anywho, so I did some searching online, and I found the specifications for the Nest version, not for the Google version. So I don't know if that's changed or not. I'm gonna do some more Googling tomorrow, but these dimensions exist out in the wild, because I am not the first that this has happened to. There are Reddit posts all over the place and Google forum posts about this very thing. This is a common occurrence because these screws are tiny and not magnetic. Anywho, so I'm not worried about finding replacement screws. That'll be something I can do, or a replacement screw. I'll probably find like 80,000 replacement screws. Like it'll come in a pack of 1,200, but all I need is the one. But anyway, so I went looking. I was like, okay, I can find the screw. I'll have opportunities to replace the screw. Not a problem. But dealing with these copper wires is insane. And all the installation videos that I watched, because I wanted to make sure I had that the doorbell was installed properly, because I'm messing with the power, and I don't want things to be fucked up in the install. And then I'd already found that the two copper wires were touching, that it was a short. So I'm making sure, at this point I'm making sure. The installer had left me with a box of trash. A good 50% of it was electronics that could be recycled. A good 30% was cardboard and boxboard that could be recycled. A good 15% left. I don't know how much I've got left out of 100, but look, are the bags of mounting screws that he didn't need to use because ADT was installed here before, and he was just basically sliding the new shit into the old mounts. But he was gonna throw them away. He handed them to me, off to me as trash. All of it is trash, and all of it, I'd say a good 5 to 10% maybe was actually needed to be thrown out and couldn't be recycled or used in another application. I've got wood mounting screws. There's anchors in here. There's the specialty depth screws like this bad boy here. There's all kinds of fantastic mounting fasteners and such here. Tons of them. Like concrete. Yeah. Hi, Kev. There's a ton of it. And he had me throw it. And in those boxes, in the box of trash, is where I found the part I needed for my doorbell, to use the old ass doorbell wires with the tiny ass screws that the doorbell has. Yes, your excuse, Kev. You may leave the table. Sspacepickle says, excellent. Guess you're starting up a workshop with the extras. I don't throw away screws. I don't think I've ever thrown away screws if I could save them for later use. They may have not survived moves. They may have ended up misplaced or with an axe or something. But I don't throw them away. Also, I don't know where my screw sorting drawer thingy that I have is. Like, I know it was moved. I know I grabbed it, but boy howdy, I can't find it. So, I am Diggy Dig Hole, Kev, just for you, man, just for you. What are we at here? Okay, so we're gonna probably fill up that second deep slate chest. You're at bedrock. Nice, the new level of bedrock. Kev, how be you, my friend? I was just complaining about my ADT installer. So I'm going to be taking a trip to electronics recycling to drop off all that ADT goodness that he was going to have me throw out. And I'm going to find my screw sorting thing for all of these screws that were left behind. And I'm going to go get the screw that I actually need for the tiny ass screws I need for the doorbell to use with this adapter. And then I can finally test to see if the doorbell power is being routed through the 25 to 30 year old Guardian alarm system. You know, the one that when I plugged it back in and started pulse dialing, or trying to pulse dial. Qualsys DIY? Well, I didn't want. I wanted it done for me. That was the entire point of having ADT come in here. They did the motion detectors, they did the break glass detectors, they did the smoke detectors, they did the keypads for entry. The only thing that did not work as advertised so far is the Nest doorbell, which isn't a surprise. Google and integrating with anything else is always a fun time. So, but because my doorbell wasn't working when he got here, he didn't have a way to test. So, I didn't have a way to be like, dude, no, it's not working, because it wasn't working before he got here. There was no working doorbell in the house. So I am doing it, and that is fine. I have learned so much already. Also, I've learned a bunch about, oh, where'd it go? I put it right over here. Mortis locks. These old cartridge ones that go in the cartridge here, that go in the old solid wood doors. It's all throughout the house. So I've learned a bunch about those. I've already replaced the broken bathroom door handle, and I'm gonna be replacing the broken ass one in my daughter's room next. That's what that one is for. Assuming I can get Ethernet web next to the door. What? Oh, I'm giving up and getting a ring. Oh, okay. Rings take Ethernet? Get somebody else to install it, Kev. Ring Pro is power over Ethernet. Ooh. What did Sspacepickle say? Mortise and tenon is a style of wood joinery where you make a hole in one side and a wood plug in the other. Oh. Okay. That's good to know. Why are those door knob styles called mortise? Is it because they are most often used in that kind of... Oh, mortise means hole in the wood. Yeah, you dig out a hole for the cartridge and everything. You also dig out a hole for the thing on the other side. What is it? The little thing that sticks out and catches the door when it's closed. Why don't I know the name for that? Because I'm a suburbanite, that's why. Latch. Really? It's latch? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Okay. Thank you, Sspacepickle. I do. That is neat that Ring Pro is PoE, and you have an entire PoE system in your house that you've put in, Kev. So that is neat that the Ring Pro is PoE. Unfortunately, it's Amazon. Of course, mine. Once I get it fully, routed through ADT, they have a certain deal with Google that their information stays with ADT and doesn't go over to Google. Right now, I'm just using the app, the Google Home app, so I know that all of that info is going straight to Google. We do networking over coax using the existing cable routing. Oh, that's cool. Wait, so are you doing like old ring style, like 10 base T? No, 10 base. Yeah, 10 base T. Mocha modems. I don't know what that is. Oh, in the PCs? Also, let me know when you need me to go to sleep. I've got... Oh, it's much faster than the old stuff you're thinking about. Okay. Yeah, he's doing mocha. Media over coax. Okay. I mean, I have a shit ton of coax in the house, but none of it is... It's all clipped off at the outside. Every time they switched providers, the owners switched providers, another thing got clipped and another hole was drilled in the side of the wall. So there's coax there's coax all over the house, but as soon as it exits the house, it's clipped. So it's not really useful. You're only an OM3 multi-mode fiber optic. You're only doing 40 gigabit only. Yeah, he's got a nice setup there in Colorado. I'm still on Comcast. Good news is though, with Comcast, I'm gonna jinx myself here, but knock on wood, I removed one splitter, and my speed testing went up to 900 megabits per second when I'm rated for 1200, which is I think was pretty good for freaking Comcast. I could be wrong. It's happened many times before. So you'll see over to the side here as we're doing this that I did sort of go off the rails before I made that decision to not do that anymore. Because I knew there's just too much. There's just too much deep slate. Izzy! Are you only negotiating Fizzlink at gigabit Ethernet? I don't know, because I'm just using their access point, their little monolith, and I don't have anything smart running through it. It's just I have one Ethernet cable running across 2 rooms to my PC, and the rest of the house right now is wireless. That's it, and everything so far is working without stutter. Both my kids' PCs are wireless. No worries, Izzy. Yeah, both my kids, and I've moved them to desktops. Well, Ace was on the laptop, but I moved her to a desktop, and I upgraded Monkey's desktop. And they're both on wireless, and it works just fine. Izzy, I found 2 geodes, one under the iron farm, one under the town hall at the very bottom. Yeah, he's like down to the new bedrock layer, Izzy. Welcome. In any case, Izzy, welcome. Kev, so far, and I put their friggin' app on my phone, and I hate everything about it. So Comcast is now scraping my data from my phone. So that's fun times, and I hate it. But, you know, hey, Izzy joined the game, but eventually I might get around to putting in a cable modem of my own that supports sanity. You found another floating city besides the one in a floating village besides the one you put in the channel? You're filling the dirt so they can walk around. Nice. Nice. So eventually I will get my own cable modem and set up my home network the way it should be set up. But for now, I'm just, I'm focusing on the little things that need to be fixed right away, like doorknobs. I'd like doorknobs to work. And right now, the bathroom... Oh, sleep. Okay, I'll sleep. Oh my gosh, you guys. Focus on your bed. Thanks, Izzy. Thanks. I have a whole chest of beds in the pyramid now. So yeah, that's first. I noticed the bed of the nether portal is gone. Yep, sure is. It's in a better place now. That better place being the chest that I have for it. No, it's literally I put it in a better spot. Jeez, Izzy, why would you interpret that phrase that way? Jeez Louise, Izzy. I mean, that seems a little odd, don't you think? Better? Yeah, oh, better. Ah, nice, Sspacepickle. I like it. I didn't even think about it. I may have made the pun, but I didn't even realize what I was doing. So, you know, that tracks. Alright, I think that's going to be enough to get us 2 full chests of slate. Now I just need to find a way back up. Oh, hello. Oh. Sometimes they don't all get sucked up like they're supposed to in the Skippy Hoover. Wait a minute, that doesn't sound... You're trying for slate or for a specific reason? I just wanted the slate. Villagers here are in a desert biome, but I think they're dressed in taiga outfits. Yeah, a lot of villages that we've run into are definitely bordering more than one biome because the outfits, their outfits are just wackadoo. I found something new to hoard. Listen, why would you even suggest that I hoard things, Izzy? That's unreasonable. That doesn't seem right or nice. I'm not a... What? No! What are you saying? Thanks, Sspacepickle. I know I had one. I had a way up around here somewhere. The hell? Oh, this was one of my off the beaten paths. So, Kev, what are you gonna do to stop Amazon getting all your ring data? There we go. Or are you just gonna let them have it? Also, I need to adjust the sensitivity on my... Put a ring on it. Nice, Izzy. I need to adjust the... You know what I also need to do is extend these stairs downward so I don't have to do this again. Let's use this. Or make a water elevator. They are real fun until someone puts beds on them. On the top of them. That's not fun anymore. That's like the opposite of fun at that point. Did I drown? No. What does that have to do with whether or not it's fun? That doesn't make any sense. That means it's fun. What? That's not how any of this works. Alright. Oh, torch. Probably take that one down too, and then go up and get some stairs. And drop off our stuff. So I'm pretty sure I have stairs of multiple varieties chilling in chests in the pyramid. I got deep enough to where I stopped getting redstone and iron too. I also found a bunch of diamonds. That was cool. Digging that out. I found quite a few diamonds. I think I'm up to 6 or 9 now, somewhere in there. I got diamonds now. It's nice. Sspacepickle says, nice, I'm low on diamonds, but have no need for them because of the villagers. Yeah, that's fair. With mending on the armor, which I don't know why that needs love, but with mending on the armor and eventual netherite, I say that because I don't yet have it, I don't think that I'll have an issue either, but it doesn't hurt to have them. Unless we die. Yeah, unless someone puts in a village underneath your... Hopefully not from drowning. Hopefully not from drowning or from lava. That would be bad. Why are you guys both discussing drowning now so much? Were you intending to drown me in that? Oh, I'm sorry, Izzy. Yeah, because Izzy, you mentioned it earlier, and now Sspacepickle is mentioning it. So yeah, both. You said, like, at least you didn't drown, which is suspicious in its own right. Oh my god, I'm still not full. No, it's more like, did the bed on top of your elevator cause you to drown? No, then I feel fine. Yeah, that's fine, and I don't mind now, but at the time I was in an awful mood. I was in a very bad mood. No good, very bad mood. So I did not enjoy it at all at the time. I can look at it now and laugh. That's not a problem, but I was very mad when it happened because I was already in a shitty mood. Not your guys' fault. It was just my mood. But I am in a much better mood today. Well, we still love you. Thanks, Izzy. Right back at you. Right back at you. And apparently I still do not have enough deep slate, so we have to go back down into the mines. I'm gonna drop off this sign though, because I could probably use meatballs. What? Oh yes, we will schedule the IKEA trip. Don't worry. How much? I want 2 full chests of deep slate, Izzy. That's what I'm going for here. 2 full chests. Oh, it's a jungle sign. Interesting. There's nothing wrong with wanting 2 full chests of deep slate when it's perfect shade of gray, Izzy. Oh, I forgot to get the friggin' stairs. No, I'm not making deep slate cobble right now. I could. I mean, I did discover deep slate cobble when I accidentally mined some with the iron pickaxe. I have 6 diamonds. I have 6 diamonds and a block of diamond, I think, from Alex. Also, there are plenty of... Oh, it's from you, Sspacepickle? My bad. I am so... Oh, after you felt bad. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Yes, from my death that you caused. By putting villages underneath my buildings while I was cursed. So there was a raid that I was unprepared for. Yeah, I wasn't going to bring it back up, but now you've, you know... not while you were cursed. You cursed yourself. I didn't curse myself. I was cursed by those freaking illagers, those pillagers, whatever they're called. Those guys cursed me. I didn't do it myself. You didn't uncurse. Well, of course not. I was coming back to a safe place. Sspacepickle, I didn't play Minecraft for like months. I thought it was the version update that had screwed everything up. That's what I had thought. I didn't know it was you. Yeah, I did blame Peter for a little bit, and then it turned out it was Sspacepickle's doing. We could go back to blaming Peter. All right, that I'm all right with. That's fine. He'll accept it too, knowing Peter. Oh, I didn't get a hiccup. Did Treos unplug your internet? You bounced back a couple ticks. Interesting. Sspacepickle, did you experience any issues? All right, good. Look at that. I should actually, since I'm going to be mining down one more level, it only makes sense to do this as well. So you said the floating city is south of the ice waterfall. I railed to the nether portal over here. Okay. All right, let's do another layer. Let's start on this side. This is layer 0. So literally everything here should be deep slate. There should be nothing else, because this was the full layer of bedrock. See, we are at, yeah, we're at 0 now. Or I'm at 0. First floating city. The first floating city is south of the teleport hub. The second one is northeast of Amethystville. Oh. All right, I can take that hint. I am not near those things. Sspacepickle with the honesty. The geographical honesty. The big ice mountain is north of your ice mountain. Oh, we're getting ice mountains mixed up. I see. That is a problem. That can happen. Also, I need to move my mic a little bit so that I can read chat. I keep trying to crane my neck around it. This is going to fill up a lot faster because literally everything. I wonder if if all of -1 is going to be this as well, because when you went through as well, Sspacepickle would probably know because he's already done it down to the new bedrock. Is when you went through in creative mode, I don't remember how many layers of bedrock there were before open space. Because that's what'll determine how many layers of deep slate there are. The irony is, I started doing sort of the hallway of mining method to wait. What is? Oh, that's not deep slate. What is this? What is that? Well, question answered. Tough. What's tough? Tough is tough. Well, that's great. I'll look it up then. Thanks for helping, Sspacepickle. You're so entirely helpful. I don't know how to handle it. But that question is now answered. Like, it's called tough, but what is it? A new? I'm assuming it's a new block. It's a rock. Okay. What can you do with tough? Does it have any special? No, it's boring. Okay. Doesn't have any special, and then there's more deep slate. So it doesn't have any special properties yet. You can't make cool stuff out of it. It's just tough. Oh, copper. Hanging tough? I'm hanging in there. If that's what you're asking. Look at that. New kids on the block. What? No. Just didn't. No, Izzy or Sspacepickle. Oh my lord, you guys. Hey, you guys are the worst. So I think I'm making some serious progress with the doorbell. Oh, water. Unexpected. I have to turn in my old person card. I hated boy bands back when New Kids on the Block was oh, this is unexpected. No. I mean, yes, but also no, Sspacepickle. Why you gotta be like that? What's down here? Can I go under? I can. There's gold in these here tunnels. Neat. Well, it is directly so as soon as you get down to -1, right there, -1, you all kinds of wacky crap starts to happen apparently, and I'm here for it. But yeah, no, I was never a New Kids on the Block fan. I was into Nine Inch Nails. I was into I was into grunge, rock, Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Soundgarden, Stone Temple Pilots. Nine Inch Nails came after New Kids on the Block? I mean, I guess. That's debatable, as Monkey would say. Oh, Iron. Nice. More Iron. I didn't have MTV, Sspacepickle. All I had was the radio. I had like 89X and 96.3, and that was it. Maybe was it 101.1 the riff, maybe? He says I was your daughter's age when I was a New Kids on the Block fan. Yep, that tracks. She's certainly acting in that exact same... She's acting like a New Kids on the Block fan. I didn't have TV until we were 9, but by the time I was 12, I had some MTVs. That's nice. I got MTV when I was at college. Alright, that's a TikTok Aiden sent me. Eventually, I'll get to some open space and all the random falling gravel that I come upon will just fall forever. We didn't have cable available in our area until I was in 7th grade. Wow. BFE, Izzy. It's Perry, right? It's Perry, right? Oh, yeah, Perry Langsburg area. So my assessment was correct. Why? Oh, I think Aiden may have sent it to both his mother and me, because I just got a question mark text response from her. So... sorry to hear that. I see what you did there, Izzy, and it's fine. So this Unbreaking 3 enchantment is beautiful, and I love it. And I don't know if it was Sspacepickle who suggested it. Someone suggested it to me, and I love it, and it's great. Someone dug out a whole layer of this mountain at the teleport hub. Yeah, that would have been Alex. He was thinking about expanding the teleport hub into something huge, but never followed through with it, I think. I think it was Alex. Yeah, you need unbreaking on your shovel. Fair enough. Let's see. Oh, Aiden response. LOL. Now I'm terrified of this TikTok. his final Xmas gift finally came through after a ridiculous amount of waiting. Looking forward to giving that to him next time I see him, which I think will be on Friday when I pick up Monkey and Ace. I don't know. Oh, who that number is. Sorry guys, 1 second.
Yo, what's going on?
I think that was his stepbrother responding with some serious curse words. I don't know what's going on. Aiden sent the TikTok to a group list with his mother and me on it, but also someone named Ash, which I think might be his step sibling. I'm not sure. And whoever this Ash is, they are responding very negatively in very clear sailor speak. Sleeping? What's that for? It looks like an Alex thing. Fair enough, Izzy. Give me back my bed. There. It's a good thing that I thought of completely all on my own, by the way, just carrying a bed with me all the time. I mean, otherwise it would pose all kinds of difficulty when other people wanted to sleep. Yeah, no, it's good I had that idea and then shared it with all of you. So clearly what do you mean taking credit for other people's ideas? What is that? What? No. What? That'd be a jerk move. Why would I? Wouldn't do that. Sspacepickle says I'll have to give that bed thing a try. You should, so that we're not always waiting on you. That's really, it's just common courtesy. Oh, I'm the worst. I am the absolute worst. All right. You can't, yeah, I can't even say it with a straight face. You're right. I cannot. I tried. I really tried. Do not understand why this simple thing is so much more enjoyable to me right now than the Blorgle Glarble game. Or at least what, I don't know. Yeah, but the other one's low stress too. I mean, also it was weird the one time I'm playing a game where there's skip dies. Mosier wasn't there. Like, anxiety of dealing with other stuff, maybe. But I'm doing so well at dealing with house stuff, you know? I'm actually kind of proud of myself. Like, I'm scheduled. I do have more scheduling to do, but I have been actually scheduling things with people. That reminds me, we need to, obviously there's the IKEA trip needs to be rescheduled, or needs to be fully scheduled, and I need to make a trip up to Caseville soon. Not Caseville, dear Lord, Tawas soon, to pick up Ace's bike, and I need to make a trip to Lansing to drop off a chair to Hunter. So, Izzy, you know that purple chair you sat in right after we moved? Yeah, the one I got from Free Cycle. I don't have a place for it right now, and Hunter is very low on furniture, especially sitting in furniture. Yeah, it is absolutely a happy chair. So I took a picture of it and I asked Hunter, hey, could you use another comfy chair? And since the last time I was there, he had a very low number of places to sit for anybody. He's like, yes, please. And so I need to make a trip up for that and have him wait for him to respond to my text. I have an extra microwave as well now. So let's see if he wants a microwave. If timing is an issue, we schedule IKEA before. I could bring it back up and drop it off to him. Oh, no. I want to also, it's an excuse to hang with Hunter. I really love hanging out with Hunter. So it's an excuse to do that. That's fair, but was an option. I appreciate that, Izzy. Thank you for offering. Let's see. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's more. Skippy or Izzy says, "Sigh my silly ass, feeling sorry for these damn villagers, freaking NPCs. I'm expanding the damn floating island to be one instead of a bunch of little ones." There you go. Sounds like a nice project. Also, Izzy, the fact that you care so much is appreciated, even if it's for NPCs. It's a good part of your personality. So we've found copper, we found iron, we found tough, if that's actually what that's called, or if that was just a New Kids on the Block troll that you guys did. I'm excited now to continue to find out what else is there. You could just look in your inventory. What do you mean? No. All I'm doing is getting deep slate. This layer is just deep slate. This is I'm mining level 0 right now. There's nothing in my inventory besides deep slate. No, I didn't. I'm not at that level yet. What are you talking about? I'm very methodical when I mine Sspacepickle. Despite that, I still get a bunch of random floaty bits everywhere. Well, he's very thanks, Izzy. What is this? It's new. I'm not touching it. Tell me about it, though. Yeah, that seems smart. Don't touch the thing before you know what it is, and ask your friend who might already know what it is. That seems actually as if I had some sort of self-preservation instinct, which we all know is not true. However, that actually seems like a smart methodology. It explodes clearly. Well, fuck that. Speaking of explosions, uh-oh. Told my kids of beds in the nether. Oh no, Izzy. Were they in creative mode? I hope they were in creative mode when they started playing with that. Or would it even trigger if it's in creative mode? My youngest went to the nether, put down a bed and laid down. My OMG explosions. Oh, it still works in creative mode. Nice. Okay. There is a cave definitely underneath somewhere here because I've started to hear skeletons and spiders. Oops. She was ecstatic. Your youngest absolutely reminds me of your husband in the way, reminds me of Treos in the way that she is excited about explosions. Also, I have to admit that I also share that trait. I am also often excited about explosions. Not gonna lie. I don't know if you guys can hear the spider noises, but they are getting stronger. So there is definitely some sort of cave opening, I think, under this deep slate. Maybe it will have a geode, or I will fall very quickly to my death. I was fortunate. I found a fortune 3 hoe, but no flying village. It's not nice to call Izzy names, Sspacepickle. It's kind of rude. Oh, so he's going to the one south of the teleport instead of going to the one where you are, Izzy. I see. Oh, more iron. That's nice. Let's put a torch right there. There's redstone in the ceiling. I wonder if there's more lava up there. Sleeping? That's for suckers. You may not rest now. There are monsters nearby. Ooh, I was correct. Let's put it here. Within enough blocks to prevent sleeping, so that's cool. I'm at negative 44k presently, otherwise within 4 blocks. Oh no. Oh, so you're 1,000 off. I see. The wonderful thing is when I fill up my inventory, it's probably going to be too much for the second chest, and I'll have to start a third chest of deep slate. That doesn't mean I have to fill the third chest. It just means that, you know, I'll have a lot. If I need to mine deeper, I could just not collect the deep slate other than what's in the line. You know, not consider it a valuable resource to mine up until I need more of it, and then there is still plenty. Good chiptunes. You like the music, huh? It is the EDM channel on Pretzel. Nice. Alright, just more deep slate over here. But we had more of the... No, just a bunch of deep slate. Wherever you go. Oh. And then more deep slate. Except for that one area. Interesting. Wait, where the hell? This way. So tomorrow I am in the Ann Arbor area again. I may actually hit a hardware store looking for those screws in that area tomorrow on my lunch break. And maybe I'll do some scheduling with everybody tomorrow. Negative 45072. Also, I'm free all day here, buddy. Oh, well, I may have you meet up with me then. I'll be working most of the time, and then I'll be hanging with the kiddos. But that is good to know. But I meant scheduling for the fabled IKEA trip. If it has to be on a weekend, I'm not sure that I want to bring the kids with me to IKEA, because then I'll be, I don't know, maybe? It's probably fine, but Ace will want me to buy everything. Monkey will be like, can we go home yet? And yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how that'll go. I don't know if they would enjoy that or not. Go the weekend off. Yeah, so that would be the end of January. The last weekend in January. Because it could go either way on. Yeah, it could. They could absolutely adore it. Or they could absolutely be bored out of their minds, in which case they would cause no end of havoc for the parentals nearby. I mean, that's just how kids are, especially preteens and teens. So I'm not blaming them for it. That's just the reality of the situation. Right, I don't want to hang out in a completely new place with additional stressors if possible. I would rather familiarize myself with the place first. Yay, anxiety. And like, part of my brain is like, those are ridiculous measures to have to take just to go visit an IKEA. And then I find myself arguing with, I know you understand, Izzy, and I have to argue with my own brain, be like, bitch, I got anxiety. What do you mean? You got anxiety, brain. Lying to me all the time? Brain? Finally doing my own therapy on that. Wow, let me tell you, yeah, it's that's another thing I have to check back up on, because the work therapist stuff is so friggin' convoluted. I need to check back in to see how that's going on getting Ace and Monkey therapist appointments, because they set me up with a one that took the temporary program but couldn't transition into the long term because she didn't take our insurance. Like, it's this third party appointment making nonsense companies that do shit like that without actually checking first. Yeah. Pediatric therapists are hard to find. I know I had a friend that had a lot of issues. The therapist is fine. The therapist was fine. I mean, she didn't push Aislinn maybe as hard as I would have liked, but you know what? She knows her job, not me. She's trained. I'm not. Anywho, Ace and her got along pretty well and everything, but she didn't take her insurance. And the third-party company for the, like, they give you like the temporary couple of sessions, like 12 sessions or whatever. They want you to use that just in case it's a short, you know, a temporary issue that doesn't need a whole lot of long-term support, which I get. That's cheaper. That makes sense. Not complaining about it, except they have access to my medical records, this company. Like, they know what my insurance, or maybe not my medical records, but they certainly have access to the records of what insurance I have. And paired me up with someone who didn't, and I specifically said, this will likely need to transition into a longer term meeting or situation, so I need something compatible with my insurance. And they completely friggin' ignored it. Wow, apparently I'm still mad about it. Still mad about it. So I had to go back to square one when it took me 2 years to navigate the shit just to find the first one. Izzy says, yeah, my sister has the same issue and we had same EAP. And my therapist takes my insurance, hers doesn't. Yeah. It's one of those EAP nonsense things. And it's not helpful at all. Because that adds more stress. It doesn't help, it hinders. Almost done. Almost full up. Oh, gravel. Oh, we found gravel. He says that like he's going to stop. I am going to stop. Why wouldn't I stop? I will have hit my goal of 2 chests full of deep slate. With plenty more deep slate accessible to me at any time I want it. Why wouldn't I stop? Can't stop, won't stop. 41, okay. I just want to make sure. I'm probably going to be able to make it to the end there, but we'll see. Sleeping? Sleeping's for closers. Then get closed. Oh no! Izzy owned me. Holy shit. Full up! Alright, let's find those stairs. She said full up, let's find those stairs? Okay. Oh, stairs are this way. Oh god, no, let me through! There we go. Here we go. I feel also that this was a significantly this was a sufficiently big distraction from the pagoda for me to be able to continue working on it. I got a little bit meh about it, I think. Otherwise, I would still be working on it. But I do absolutely like how it's looking and how it's shaping up. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I agree, Izzy. It's 5 more levels of that. The Sky Island is pitiful. Poor farmland on the ground. No one can tell. Can you put stairs down that the farmers can follow? Deep Slate 1, Deep Slate 2. Or is that too silly of a suggestion? Well, it's like 40 meters. I mean, I could, but I doubt they'd go. Oh, yeah. That's fair. Let's do this. Womp, 3rd chest of Deep Slate. Oh, done. Okay. I was looking at doing a Hindu-inspired temple, like building in the jungle around my underground garden mine. That's great. Just, I mean, don't, obviously, you know, caveats about appropriation and all that, but that would still look very cool. All right, Izzy, you're nearby your tower, right? Yeah, north and slightly east. All right, I'm on my way to your tower via the nether rail. Oh my god, I love how that just spawns in now. I don't have to wait anymore for those chunks to spawn. It's so good. Yeah, it's been a lot faster. Yeah, the work Peter has done is significant and appreciated. But I can't let him know that, because then, you know, he'll have some sort of positive self-identity, and that's no brainer. I need a haircut. I need to get a haircut. I'm a scruffy looking nerf herder. Me too, but that's just me in the bathroom? What? What? Clippers. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. I think it's probably been 4 or 5 months since I've had a haircut. It's gotten pretty long. Like when the hair starts tickling the inside of my ears and it's not actual ear hair, then I need a haircut. You said north and slightly east. I am facing where is the north? Ah, okay, there it is. I am facing the correct direction. Do I want coordinates? That'd make this easier, and we all know I'm not about that life. So once I get lost. Oh, we have some loading difficulties. Oh, there it is. Oh, I have to go around the villa, the mega village. Yeah, no backdoor. That's fine. But the chunks are now starting to have an issue loading. Maybe I should give them some time. Which I don't understand, because you're here. Maybe the server just doesn't cache them in that way. I was flying and pulling chunks. Oh, that'll do it. But it's, I'm guessing it's better than it was, Sspacepickle, when you're flying? Is that true, or am I bullshitting? Generally, still have to be careful. Well, yeah, you're flying at extreme rates of speed on a multiplayer server. So until you said to the east, slightly to the east, correct? Hey, that's not that far from the road, right? Because that goes east. I went a roundabout way. Yeah, I'm facing east. So what's the follow the road and I'll see where you are. All right. Where's okay, I'll follow the road. I also like that there's a road. It's supposed to take you to a village, well, near a village. Okay. This, I'm guessing this is a resting point. Yup. I don't know if I finished the road. That answer is no. You did not finish the road. Although this is a very interesting area here. That won't load, thanks, Sspacepickle. No, but you hurt the server's feelings. There it is. There's the village. It's not a flying village. Alright, Izzy, I'm near the village. There's a second village out here anyways. Right, but the question is, how do I get to where you are? Is the actual question. I mean, I could just teleport myself, but that seems silly and like I'm cheating. What's your coordinates? Here, I'll show them. I'm at negative 519 by negative 1254. Negative 350, 1295. This way, so that goes up. So I need to go this way, farther east, northeast. For once, I'm not going to slay you, you creepy squid. I am, however, going to irritate villagers, I'm sure. Oh. Nice little pen someone made for them. There's kitty cat, so Izzy's done some work. Oops. It said negative 350, 1295. There it is. Wow, yeah, that is really, it's like it's on top of this village. You hear a golem dying? Maybe it's at the bottom of the well, wherever the well is. And there's a destroyed nether portal nearby. That's fantastic. This village is all sorts of what the hell. Oh, there's a villager out here. Just looking a little rough. He might have been the one that fell earlier. Oh no. Keep those mobs from coming out of that cave. Oh, and then there's of course, a huge drop into a chasm. All right, I'll go to sleep here. That's fine. I do like the work you've already done, Izzy. It's not just blocks, it's actual stairs. I like it. I like it. I wonder, did you figure out why the golem was dying? Yeah, these are... Okay. Never found it. This is a messed up village. Holy shit! Izzy, are you cloning? Hot tub. Leather worker, no job. Leather worker, no job. Izzy, are you a mad scientist? Jesus, we're high up. Like, why double doors? I've done nothing to them. They came that way? Oh, hi. Yeah, creeper, creepy creeping, son. They came that. What kind of town is this? Lots of double doors, lots of blue beds. Izzy, did you give them the blue beds? Or did they come with blue beds? I did add a lectern and a barrel. Sounds dirty. I mean, this whole village is friggin' weird. Everything else was already here. Purple beds too? Wow. You have no job either. You're a you're a fisherman. Only purple bed that is mine is near the stairs. Yeah, that's amazing. The zone underneath this is going to be a huge mob spawning zone for sure because of the light issues. Ooh, this is a fancy house. It's another one with a pendant villager. It's a leather worker. Izzy, how do you find this crap? Because you regularly find this crap. You run around. I mean, that's fair, but also, dear God. You like finding new stuff? That's great. You find the weirdest stuff too. I can't wait to see how you do the stairs and everything and get the ground all evened out and fenced in so that there's less dive bombing villagers. And maybe do you want me to reactivate that nether portal? So I can reactivate that nether portal. Go ahead, okay. But first, oh no, it's not bedtime yet. Okay. Let's see, where is it? It's over there. I can't get to it. I don't have anything on me either. I didn't bring a thing. So I need to go down there and dig. Have some wood. Oh, to make a bridge? I can do that. Thank you. You just dropped some. Where? Oh, there it is. Nice. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. This won't look very good, but I'll do it. Let's see. Where do I want to set? And just do a straight shot. Is there a pathway that I can like continue out there? Why am I carrying? Oh yeah, because it's me. Perfect. Yeah, if I miss, if I let go of the shift key, I'm doomed. I am freaking doom-ed. This is gonna end up above it, but then I'm gonna come down and build the stairway underneath. Don't have feather fall on your boots? No. Wanna borrow a pair? No thanks. The heightened sense of danger is fine. Also, there's a lot of active lava there. Living on the edge. Literally, yes. All right, so now do this. Do this. And we do this. And bam. We now have a platform over to Lava Town Population Us. I'll take the obsidian. There, Izzy, there are 2 golden apples here that I would suggest you take. Because I think I've got an enchanted golden apple already, so I don't think I have a need for one. I do need to get to that ender chest you had to get my further. Where's the? Where did you put the? Lost in my own backyard. Top of stairs. Okay. I think the stairs are over here. Yes, here we are. Here we are. So yeah, I have a golden apple. It's not enchanted, but I have a golden apple. I wanted obsidian. Okay. I'm gonna grab the iron nuggets out of there. No, I have iron in here. I can just use that iron to make flint and steel. First, I have to navigate. Oh, you know what I could do? Bwomp and bwomp. Yeah. Treos is home. Yay! He still can't be on stream unless he plays the game. Oh, I want that. I want that weeping obsidian like you would not believe. I only want that because I want it to go away. What happened there? We'll come back to this. There's a lot of lava going on here. I did not mean to dig that deeply, but you know, I did, and it's done. Oh, it destroyed it. Oh, darn. There's that little purple. Okay, so far... Oh, or you could do that, I guess. Helping. That's why I carry a bucket of water. This is why I carry your face. I have so much of so I do need to fix that corner up there. My face is in your bucket. Yes, Izzy, it absolutely is. Why can't I place that down? Oh, because it's a half a block. Really? Of course it would do half a block bullshit. Of course it would do half a block. There we go. Okay. Grab that. Who's cutting onions? Yep, that's the weeping. All right, let's see if I can get this without lava destroying it. I did, yay! Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Let's head back. And we can sleep. Salazar, hello. Dive bombing village? No, no, sir. I am not dive bombing any villagers. Apparently, we've got some vertically challenged, or rather vertically assisted, villages after the update. So Izzy's trying to help these villagers, and I'm trying to start open up the nether portal for reasons, because it came with a broken nether portal. So why wouldn't you fix it? What could possibly go wrong? Iron. And I don't have any flint. Izzy, do you have any flint on you? Izzy! Oh, thank you. Can I have one, please? Thank you. Oh, it's a flint and steel. Or that. You could just give me the... I had two. Alright. I'll do that then. I just... Wait. There's a fire up there. Just build wood next to it? What? What do you mean? You don't need flint and... Oh, okay. No, this is fine. Just gonna flint and steal it. I don't know if I'm going to go through. But bwomp. There we go. Nether portal reactivated. Decaffeinated. I don't have any of my fencing and stuff, so I can't make that safe yet. But I don't think you're to that point anyway. So... I do like trying to mimic the other side of it that's going around it to try to make it all whole again. You know what I mean? For the broken things. Ooh, that was a delay. Sspacepickle's teleporting everywhere. Holy shit, why? How many teleporting are you doing? Why not? Because it's making the server cry. Well, Izzy, you're doing good work here. Oh my god, look below. I am. The big shadow has creepers and an enderman. Yeah, because there's not enough light, so things spawn down there. Oh, I missed just barely. Got him! You should just let the lava flow down there. Yeah, but you should. 100, if you could get it to flow properly, 100%. You absolutely should. Got him! Long distance creeper destruction. Hi, Enderman. Oh, you moved, you bastard. Oh, really? You want some of this? What would monkeys say about this? You don't want this smoke. Bam! That's a dead Enderman. Hi, skeletons. How you doing? Oh my god. Come on, there you go. Oh, you stopped moving and then you started moving. There you go. What's my armor at? Oh, my armor's fine. Yeah, let's fill up the axe here with these XPs. These glorious XPs. There are allays by your house. What? Nice. I haven't seen an alley yet. Pillager houses, they never go, like, you can destroy the whole house, but I think the pillagers will still spawn there. What the hell is this? I had one following me in the nether. Nice. Oh, it's nothing. Okay. It's nothing that can fall on you at any moment. Got it. All right, so I'm gonna head. Sspacepickle, are you coming here? Because if not, I'm going to head back. I'm currently by the hill house. Okay. I want to come and see these allays. Bye, Izzy. I will promise not to slaughter these villagers, even though it'd be fun. Looks like the creepers have already tried to do that. Where's that road? I feel like the road should be here somewhere. Let's get a better vantage point, maybe. Creeper's gonna creep. You're not wrong, Trios. You might, in fact, have specific experience in that regard. I mean... Hi, Trios. How's it going? Hi, Trios. How was work? Oh, what are we at for time? Oh, plenty of time. Still got a whole half an hour left. I'm not one to creep or peep for that matter. That's reassuring. That's reassuring. I think I'm going the right way, but I do not yet see the road. So maybe I'm getting lost. We'll see. You're ready for spring. It's not even winter. Like, we haven't even hit, like, ice. What is it? We've barely gone below freezing for a couple of weeks. Treo. Oh. Oh, that's deep. That was deep. Was that instant karma? Is that what that was? This isn't a bad thing. Disagree. Disagree. It's totally a bad thing. Sure wish you had the right boots. I mean, I guess Featherfall would have helped-ish. I mean, the next thing he'll be telling me is that I should carry a bed around with me everywhere.
Well, if you're wondering what's happened, so am I. The computer bringing our news from time to time took off and went wild. So what we're going to do is start over from the top.
Where's the road? Why can't I see the road? I don't think I'm in the right place. That is beautiful, though. The road is in the desert. Did I go the wrong way? Like 100% the wrong direction? That's funny. Bet you wish you had a map. No. This is fun. No. I'll ask for them when I need them. For now, I'm just having fun. I'm exploring accidentally. He's Bravewood mapless. I am not. Well, I also have the teleport command at my disposal. So that's me being spoiled. Oh, hello. It does make a huge difference, yes.
Well, if you're wondering what's happened.
Okay, well, I guess we go back this way. Freaking vertical change. This is why I like living in Michigan. It's very flat. Deep thoughts. Hey, that was deep thoughts. Yeah, I got it, Treos, but it hurts. Which I'm sure is actually what you were going for. So. Oh no. Bye, daylight. Goodbye, daylight. That is my goal. Yep. I thought so. Well, I probably opened up a new chunk or something. Hey, there's the desert. Found it. Let's put down a bed. I happen to be carrying one on me. Yes, Treos. Yes, I do. But I think they may torture me by not going to sleep since I'm out in the wild. Because I have done the same. Nope, they didn't. They're better than me. Sspacepickle says, I'm in a tree. Treyo says, my youngest likes putting beds down in the nether. Yes! Izzy told us about her new pastime. About your daughter's new pastime. I may have done a little bit of cackling. It's possible. Also said that she's like you in that way. Liking the explosions. And also like me. Okay, I'm in the desert now. So I just gotta sort of circle the area where I was to look for this supposed road. I'm going to toss this villager off the village. I don't usually advocate for villager side, but won't that anger the Enderman? Not the Enderman. The Golem? The Iron Golem? They won't stay where I'm trying to remove the gap under the house. I see. Oh, they won't stay out. Yeah. No, they're obnoxious like that. Absolutely. Oh, there's that weird thing. Yeah, it's almost there. I think we found it. This, like someone dug out half this mountain. Like half this, yeah. So that means the road is nearby. Oh, there it is! I found the road! She gets it from Izzy's side, exploding things? I don't know, Treos. I've seen you both play a character with sticks of dynamite, and I'm gonna have to say that I think it's from you. You're on a road to nowhere? I mean, no, it's going somewhere. Eat some fish. So, easiest way to get, or quickest way to get up north would be teleport, or up north would be to where Sspacepickle is to teleport. Which means I need to head back to the pyramid from Izzy's tower. It's southwest of the teleport hub. Okay. Is that where your little ally was? Or is that ally with you? That's where they are, yes. Okay, I don't know. I guess they're supposed to help pick up stuff and bring it to you? Like, I don't... Monkey was trying to explain it to me, and I did not understand. Yeah, I don't have a purpose for them yet, so I'm just leaving them there. How do you make them... How do you befriend them? They're kind of weird. They will seek the one item you give them. Oh, you give them an item. Okay. Zoom. Got it. There is Izzy's tower. And Amethystville is right there. And bees! They can be used for automated... they'll follow you until you take the item away. They can be used for automated farms, but not easily. I see. I mean, it's just cool to have a little friendo wandering around with you, isn't it? Sure. Can you guys hear the music? Yes, okay. I know Sspacepickle, you mentioned it earlier. I was just double checking. As is my wont. Trios can hear it. Okay, good. Good. Zoom. Oh. And to the pyramid. There, villager taken care of. Rode the sand down. Okay. That villager is never coming back. That'll teach him. Will it though? Oh, there we go. Pyramid, could you finish spawning? That'd be great. Yeah, that'd be great. Well, I feel better for it. Excellent, Izzy. I'm glad. They do seem to have quite a few villagers in that village. Just they were all mashed together in that amorphous blob of villager kind. Helping them out, the least they could do is cooperate. I feel like you've never met a villager before. That's what that sentence tells me. Chunks, could you finish loading in? Because I'd like to have that whole fog effect back. That'd be great. I really enjoy the whole fog effect. But if you don't spawn in, I don't get the fog effect. Villagers are definitely good at... Absolutely, Zaliser. Oh, there's a little fog effect to the left. All right, it's coming back. We're getting somewhere, maybe. Right to the right and the left, we're getting a little bit of fog effect, but not straight ahead. Oh, it's trying. It's trying. Zoom. Maybe I should have built the bridge on the low level and then... No, because the dirt rose up. So I just followed the dirt. There it is. There's the golden apple in. Oh. Did he actually expand this? Did Alex actually come back and work? Headphones? Why you gotta be like this? When you teleport, go south, get in a boat, and head south until you're at the bottom of the glowing pumpkins underwater. Then turn west. I don't know if I have a boat on me. It's been like that a long time. Yeah, I know he's only filled two. Yeah, I don't have a boat on me. I know he's only filled 2 of the rows, but I don't remember it staying hoed like that. Alright, so I'm heading... let's go south. So I am facing... south. Okay, that's that way. Is there... I can make a boat. That's not a problem. Also, I have a crap ton of boats. What do I need to do? I need... Oh, just that? That certainly seems to have changed. I mean, let's use acacia. It's really the only thing acacia is good for. Oh no, it's jungle. Use jungle, that's fine. So facing south, you said facing, go south, get in a boat, and head south until you're at the bottom of the glowing pumpkins underwater. Then turn west. Okay. Freaking cow. There's a rectangle of pumpkins underwater. Got it. Okay. Oh, that's, okay. Going south. Oh, these ones? We're on the ship? And then go west. So if I'm going south, west should be this way? Or does it say? Yeah, facing west. Of course, I do it as the sun is setting. This is perfect. Then turn. Okay. So how far do I go from here? Oh, we're in Iceland already. Okay. Oh, there it is. There he is. I see it. What is this over here? What are these? Oops. Oh, hi. Why are you shooting the golem, jerk? They had Iron Golems. I freed them. Nice. They're still spawning. You know that, right? They always will. Right, yep. Okay, how did you get in, though? Oh, there's the door. Sleep. Ugh. Jeez. Like it's nighttime or some crap? Oh, my knee popped. Interesting. Oh, yeah, look at that stuff. How did you get up? Yeah, it is pretty meh. Did you find anything else in there than what's... I mean, if you hadn't started farming carrots yet, that would be interesting. Oh, you flew. Okay. All right. This is cool. Where's the alley? Oh, it's in the alley. They have their own prison. Okay, I'm coming. Let me eat some fish first, because I'm almost out of food. I have to go get some more food. What is that? Was that an alley? What was that little outline? Spectral arrow. Oh, okay. Like, what the hell? Sspacepickle using crazy shit. I now have a door. No, an ominous banner. Okay, I'll take it. Do you want the ominous banner, Sspacepickle? Oh, wow. Nah, okay, I'll put it in the pyramid hallway. Wow, that's cool. They've got little wings, like little mini angelic something or other. I don't. What drugs were they on when they made these? Oh, they're the other side of Vexes, right? That the pillagers. So if you let them free, do they just? That's a very nice shield. If you let them free. Now I want a shield, and I know how to make banners for it too. Do they just fly up and away, or do they hang out? What's the behavior? I've never. That's cool. And I'm doing the thing where I'm asking you all the questions again. I don't know what they do if you don't have them follow you. Okay. Did that golem go back into its cage? Hold on. Do you have an ender chest? Are you carrying an ender chest on you? Thank you. That's what I was gonna do. Did you just fully repair him? Oh, he needs more. Okay, I'll come around. Hey. There. Now he's fully repaired. Nice. Thank you. All right, so you're gonna live for a little while longer, dude. But he's stuck in the water now, so we'll see what happens. What do you? Oh, you made another one. Nice, nice, very cool. All right, I'm gonna head back. Okay. You should see my water. Well, where is it? Is it back at your base? Where is it? Your iron mine. You have an iron, like, generator. Oh, look at all those banners. Oh, I want to steal all of those. I may come back and steal all of those for the tunnel. I may do that later. No, you know what? You know what? I don't think I'm carrying enough blocks. Oh no, I am carrying enough blocks. Because Izzy gave me all that wood. All right. I don't think I'll be able to reach both, but let's try. All I gotta do is knock them down. Womp. Yeah. I see the one here. Where's the other one? Where did it drop? Oh, I got it. It's right here. Oh, right there. I got two of them. No, I got it. I got it. Let's do the same thing over here then. So these things are not the same as the ominous banners that you generally pick up. It looks like from slaying. They're actually like you can see the craft structure to them. Whereas these are from an actual like pillager. These are not. That's interesting to me. So you might be able to modify them, I suppose. I have no idea. But I'm stealing them, I'll tell you that right now. For the hallway. Because the hallway, it has needs. Yeah, because the ominous banners that you... Oh, here's the other one. The ominous banners that you get from... pillager captains or whatever, you also can't stack them. They take up an entire inventory slot. And these stack. Yep, ew indeed. Why are you spinning, dude? Neat. All right, so I want to go up. That was cool, right? These are going to go great in my ominous banner collection. So I'm gonna head back and add them to the collection. Also, I do want to see your water elevator, Sspacepickle. So maybe we should do that first. I will follow you to the water elevator. How about that? Catch me outside. Oh, Enderman. FYI. Oh, another boat. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, this looks familiar. There's the creeper farm. The waypoint tower. We're taking the scenic route rather than the nether route. I do still like the smoke effect, Sspacepickle, of using campfires instead of like some other kind of fire that doesn't make smoke. Have you, either you or Izzy, found a mapper, like a server mapping? Somebody linked to a server mapping thing, I think, in the Minecraft channel, but I don't think Peter said anything about it. Oh, Izzy did? Oh, Zeb and/or Izzy says, I think Zeb and/or Space, but maybe it was Zeb. Cheater. I do like that. Does the elytra just naturally look like a cape when you're not using it? Or do you have a cape like on top of the elytra? Cape, okay. Oh God! There's the duck. Trade hall, potion center. Oh, you can see it now. I can see it now. Or at the bottom of it. Oops. Quack. You said, oh God, I thought we were having another Immortal Turkey moment. No, not quite. I just woke up inside of Sspacepickle. That doesn't sound good. Wait, where'd you go? Oh, okay. To auto farm and auto sheep farm. Okay. Oh, I see what we're doing here. I think. Press left button when you get there. Okay. Man, you gotta wrap it tightly around corners. It doesn't dig that. Hey, the Spider XP farm. Left. It's great. What are you talking about? It's that whole blinking out of existence for a moment thing. That's the thing. That's not a me problem, Sspacepickle. See, he did it again. It's a you problem. This is the middle. Oh! Alright, we going down or up? Oh, up then down. Okay, go ahead. I'll follow you. This is very much like the one... Oh, hell, what the hell? Where even is this? Oh, that's the iron farm. That's the iron farm. I see. Interesting. This is the tree. Colors just look different on Skippy's screen. I mean, possibly. All right, so if we take the down one, we're gonna get injured at the bottom, aren't we? No. You first. I mean, magma, whatever. Yeah, if you just did a falling one with a one block of water at the bottom, you'd be fine. And there would be no ouchie at the bottom. Frost boots protect you. That's great, Izzy. That's fantastic. Look at all that gold. What, how deep are we? Oh, we're at 5. Okay, we're at 5. And then you went down this way. Oh my God. Old bottom. That's a lot. That is a lot of deep slate. Look at all that deep slate. Oh, hello, what's over there? A room. Unexplored. Yeah, this is all... That's a lot of deep slate. Oh, unexplored cavern. Okay. So deep slate is the thing down at this level. Is the standard rock. Wow, look at this awesomeness. You can't get through because there's too many crystals that have grown. I mean, you'd have to break a crystal, right? How do you break a crystal and... Oh, this is under the iron mines, so they grow. Oh, because the endermine is going. Oh, you have even further. Silk touch. Okay. I'm hoping to someday find. There's the new bedrock. What are we at? -59. So much deep slate. Oh my. Well, I'll never have to worry about deep slate ever again. Everything below 0 is the main. It's not stone anymore. The main rock is deep slate. Jeez Louise, you just randomly tunneled into another one? Like, how did you know this was here? I saw a glimmer on the map, but oh, on your map, on your personal map. If I take these with Silk Touch, will they grow back? Yes, as long as you don't kill the block. Okay. So I did that. So I can grab like 5 of them or whatever. And they'll still grow back. Okay, those are not finished growing. That one is. And that one is. Go to the other one, it's full up. Yeah, fair enough. That's a good call. How do I get back up? Where am I going? Where? How did I get lost? I mean, other than being me. There's the exit. Okay. Do you want the list? No, Izzy, I don't want the list. I did have to grab one to get back out. Yeah, Izzy, that's totally helping. That's what you're doing. You're helping, all right. Yup. That's a thing. You think this one regenerates while idling at the iron mine? Nice. I love the chimes they make when you do this. Uh-oh, that one's showing some wear on it, or just the bits where I cut the amethyst off. Alright, I think, oh yeah, 10, and then I have a large amethyst bud. Can I replant the bud? Yes, I can. Nice. Perfect. 10 is perfect. Alright. Great. It was very cool, Sspacepickle. I think I need to get that map mod. And here's more of that tough. You know. I do hope to find one at some point. Oh, instead of the elevator, we can go this way? Okay. Sprinting upstairs is much faster. Okay. I'm right here. Then blocks, I mean? What? Oh, stairs versus blocks. Yeah, of course. But not stairs versus water elevator. Oh, I know where we are now. Okay. Cactus farm. I don't remember you doing cactus farm. I remember you doing that farm. And you got a mushroom farm going too? It was my first in here. It's slow. Yeah. What in the what emerald block? Bragger. Oh, nice. Okay. I know where we are. Hey! The Hill House. Alright. Why are you squatting? Oh, you're sitting in the chair. I see. I'll dance on the table. No, I can't get up on the table. Hold on. I want to... Oh. No, I got it. No, almost had it. Nah, it's not gonna work. Are you going all the way up there? Oh, you got scaffolding here. Did I see what's on the flag? I did not see what's on the... What is that? Is that an ender dragon head? You have an ender dragon head on your flag. Brags! Of course, then there's this. With all the purpur. Little purpur garden back there. Very nice. I love that you have campfires on the chimney so that the chimney smokes. Like a pack a day. It's getting to be bedtime, Sspacepickle. Maybe you shouldn't go too far. If you put hay under it, it smokes higher? Really? I was unaware. Maybe you should go to bed, Sspacepickle. Oh no! Oh no! That's creepy. Salzer says all my dwarfs are very grouchy right now. Oh, so in my new dwarf fortress embark, I pick a desert, and my bad luck, it is the rainiest desert embark ever. Why would rain bother dwarfs? Aren't they supposed to go underground? All right. They're allergic to water. That's weird. They're like rain on your mining day. Nice, Sspacepickle. Thank you for the Alanis Morissette action. It was the Alanis Morissette that we deserved, but not the Alanis Morissette that we needed. Treos, rainiest and desert should not be combined. Should not, but often are. All right, let's go and put our banners up. And I don't mean Bruce. You're digging an underground home for them, but it's taking time. I see. And there's Sspacepickle showing off. You have a smoking pit over here that you need to deal with, Sspacepickle. That smoking pit over there, you should probably take care of the smoking pit. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Bam. Haha! Try to knock me out of the portal. Bye! Oh. Are you kidding me right now? Why would you do that? This is a rude gesture, I'm sure of it. Fish on a train. Oh, that was a short ride. I forget how short they are on this end of the thing. So that he can easily fly down them. This needs one of those switches, but it takes a lot of work. Yeah, I figured they were not easy. Otherwise, you guys would have already propagated them everywhere. I do need to learn how to do that. No smoking allowed. What is this, a Republican office? Oh no. Back to the golden apple. Can just dig next to the one in my tunnel to see. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, that's true. Or the one that Izzy made, so I can mess that all up. It's just like COVID, Zaliser. It's protecting the convenience of people with in the face of obvious and proven damage that those people do to those that are around them and are forced to be around them. That's all. It's just it's my freedoms. Alright, time for me to vanish like a ninja into the night. Smoke bomb. Good night, Ninja Treos. Good night. Have good mosh pitting. And thank you for that ping. I appreciate it. Sspacepickle still showing off. There he is. Showing off. Oh, actually, you know what? I can go this way. Izzy, you're off to bed too. You're out of dirt, so I can leave the villagers in peace for the night. Oh, they won't be left in peace. No, they'll probably be left in peace. All right, good night, Izzy. Oh, jeez. Well, they won't be left in pieces anymore. That's true. Oh my God, Sspacepickle, why? So I don't recall when this started. I know it wasn't me who started it, but I am happy to continue it, and I'm filling it in as I go. The doubling or them in general? The doubling was me. But I do not recall who started putting them up in general. As you can see, they've come... They weren't doubled before all the way down, but now they are. Every time I get an ominous banner... Yeah, the breeze effect is great down this tunnel. Every time I get an ominous banner, it goes up on these walls. Every single freaking time, Mr. Bigglesworth. Oh my God, no wonder Treas and Izzy had to leave. It's 11 o'clock already. It's time to put it up for the night. So let's deposit our magma stone, our magma blocks, 'cause I'm pretty sure I have some, thank you very much. I'm fairly certain I have some chests for that already. Oh, no, I'm out of food. This will be the last of my fish. I have plenty of food, don't worry about it. The magma blocks are down here somewhere. Yeah, there they are. So we're gonna add those there. How did I pick up seeds? Is that one full? That one's full. Where's the secondary seed bin? There it is. Bop. I think I also have one. Yeah, here we go. For ender pearls. I took long enough to go through the portal to see how far it is from another station. I think it wouldn't be too hard to connect Amethystville station or something. To what? Amethystville has a station. What are you talking? I don't understand. Oh, to the flying city. Nice. Oh, you went through that nether portal. Okay. Cool. What was I looking for? Oh, gunpowder. And then dirt. The old one down here is the one I want to... Yeah, bump. That's obsidian. We're going to put back. Good night. Is it... Why do you... Hi. Backing away slowly. And we flee. Let's drop off our extra obsidian and our weeping obsidian. Yeah, he's totally hiding, is he? Absolutely 100% that was hiding super effectively. Could not see him at all. Okay. There's Sspacepickle. Hi, Sspacepickle. You've been watching. on glimish.tv/skip4j, where I stream every Tuesday and Thursday around 9 p.m. Eastern and one day on the weekend, where there's oftentimes a giveaway. 1 week later, those videos go live on YouTube at youtube.com/skip4j, where they're sorted group by game into playlists in order chronologically from beginning to end, so you can watch the full playthrough. If you'd like to support me, you can either sub here on this channel on Glimish, or you can head over to davidmcrampton.com to purchase my writery goodness either in dead tree or electronic format. You could head over to fofcomic.com, that stands for Fight or Flight. It's a comic about robots in a dilapidated bunker, and I really enjoy it, but I'm still on the lookout for an artist that I can ping when I have the money to pay them, so that I can commission them to do the next chapter. Or you can hit up my Ko-Fi coffee whatever page and buy me a coffee at ko-fi.com/skip4j. Because, again, we all know how much I enjoy coffee. Everyone remember, even when Sspacepickle shows off with his cape elytra, you're awesome. And you've got this. You've been glimished!